Good morning, Eagle Nation, and welcome back. Fourth quarter has begun. It's the first day of the fourth quarter, and it's the 133rd day of school. There's lots going on. There always will be. Let's begin our day by just being fully present in this moment and starting our day with a moment of silence. Thank you. And now your morning announcements. Do you realize that's the Flaming Lips with a song dedication from Ms. Goodwin and the second grade. They'd like to dedicate this song to all of you on this first day of the fourth quarter. They said, stop, look around, and try to understand that life is for today. Everything you love may not be there tomorrow, so don't take it for granted. Life only happens once, so don't neglect it. Wherever you may be, please stop. Please stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This fourth quarter continues, and so do the push-ups. Let's keep them coming, and we're going to knock out 10. Join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Thank you for joining me. If you've been doing that, let's keep it up. It's not the end of anything. It's the start of a fourth quarter, which means we have still so much to accomplish, and it's very easy, students and staff alike. It's easy for us to let slumber creep in and for us to say we're close to the end and to let up. But in fact, quite the opposite is true. It's time, this time now more than ever, that we continue one last final push to get you ready for the next grade level. So what happens in these next 48 days, including today, is everything to get you prepared for the next grade level. That means getting you 8th graders ready for high school. That's a big leap. That means getting you preschool or pre-K and kindergartners ready for the next grade level, for kinder and for first, and all the way up the line in between kinder and 8th. So, recommit yourself. Rededicate yourself to this work. Yes, it's busy. No, it's not perfect, but perfect is the enemy of progress. And you can do this work. Remember that you are not alone. Lean on each other. That means students lean on each other. Staff members lean on each other. And students lean on your teachers. And teachers sometimes lean on your students. We are all in this together. Let's do our best work. Today, we'd like to celebrate as we continue Women's History Month. This is for all advocates everywhere. Political activists and advocates. To advocate means to speak out. And today we'd like to bring attention to this. It's Women's History Month, and it's important to know history because it impacts how you think today, how you feel today, and the decisions that you make today. So did you know that in 2022, women earned only 82% of what men earned? This is known as the gender pay gap. Equal rights advocates is one group that's been fighting for equal pay for 45 years at the state and federal levels and across industries. Their work includes the Equal Pay Today campaign, which they co-founded with partners across the country to close the wage gap that most harms women of color and low-paid working women. So let us stand in solidarity with those who have been fighting and continue to fight to close this gap so that men and women who do the same jobs earn the equal pay and equal rates of pay. Today, we salute all those who have been fighting for that and continue to do so. And we'll term this for our trivia game as simply equal rights advocates. Stay tuned for more. If you haven't already started your essay, you still have a little over a week to complete yours. The directions were placed in your mailboxes, teachers, hard copies, so you can give those to students. Students, if your teachers post this in Google Classroom, you also can access the directions for this writing contest for the month of March. And the question is, how can one key event or moment change everything? We'd love to hear from you. Please submit your essay by the end of the month. We'll have updates for you about the winners from last month, and we'll also have the winners for students who had excellent attendance in quarter 3, meaning 96% or above. So we've still got lots to celebrate from those in completion of the third quarter. Stay tuned with much information to come. For all, as it is a Monday, we are continuing our beginning cycle 6. This is week 2 of 4 for Walk to Read. That's kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grades. There is a bi-weekly staff meeting at the end of the day today in room 204. And for parents, there is a basketball meeting. So students, if you're playing basketball, there's a meeting for your parents tonight from 5 until 5:30 in the cafeteria. Please be there. Science testing begins this week for our 5th graders. AZ science testing is happening on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So students, we are with you. All we ask you to do is be fully present and do your absolute best. That's it. Let's get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. Today is on the topic of helping others. That sounds appropriate. How many of you have read, maybe you recall if you're in the middle grades, reading as a child, the Berenstain Bears? They had a whole series of books. But there's one particular one called The Berenstain Bears Lend a Helping Hand. It's a book that teaches young people about helpfulness. And in the book, brother and sister Berenstain learn a valuable lesson. They decide that instead of watching TV one Saturday morning, they will help an elderly neighbor with a very big chore. They do something good and kind for someone else, and because they do, they feel good and wonderful about themselves. Everybody wins. It's important to look for ways to give a helping hand to others. Remember, when we help others, we help ourselves become better people. With something to think about. This is Mr. Lodato. Mask up today as needed, and hand sanitize regularly. Take your hats, hoods, and sunglasses off when you're indoors, and stay in your zones, put away your phones, and make it a great day today or not. The choice is yours.